You guys have read my book. How many of you guys love the conversion code? Yeah. Like if you go to Amazon and read the reviews of the conversion code, like it's really hard to be 4.7 anything on Amazon. So literally go read them. There are hundreds of reviews. Everybody loves it. Except these assholes. Fucking garbage. More useless tech stuff. Wasted my time. Well, you spelled wasted wrong, motherfucker.
My name is Chris Smith. I'm a best-selling author and the co-founder of Curayted, a fast-growing, full-service digital marketing company. This is my show, Curayted, where I talk about what's got my attention, basically what's working and helping businesses grow and what's hype. We want to help you grow your business faster. You're watching episode 3, Everybody Loves Chris.
Trip down memory lane. One thing I'll tell you guys is in the moment that these things come in, it is tough. You know, I'll be at the mall with my family and just get a push alert. Die, you useless prick. Like, shit. Like, so where you guys want to go next? Toys R Us? Should we go to Panera? Like, it impacts my mindset, but that's when I stopped caring. I refuse to let some idiots that I don't know impact my life with the people that I do know. I refuse. Look at Gandalf the dad. Oh, Gandalf the dad. You know, these guys on Amazon, they can hide behind their anonymity, whatever you say that. So it says, literally, full of sales-centric tactics. It's a fucking sales book. And then look at the other one. This guy said, good content, but highly overrated. Well, I'm like, dude, you said good content. You can't give me 2 stars if it's good content. You can't give me 2 stars because the book had a great marketing campaign. So I was in the comments. Look, I'm replying to the guy. Come on, dude, let me get 1 more star. Give me 3 stars. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. When people read something, they apply their tone. If you guys did read the conversion code, 55% of human communication is physiology. And a lot of people, 38% is tone and only 7% is words. So I understand that if somebody reads the book and they don't know me, they apply their logic to it and they might think that it's sales-centric tactics. So when I put out the audio book, everybody loved it. Because then they could hear my sexy, raspy voice. They could hear that passion in the studio. So if you go to Audible and look up the conversion code, there's like 2 or 3 times more reviews there than on Amazon. And literally everybody loves the conversion code audio version. Except this motherfucker. If he says quote unquote 1 more time, would you try another book by Chris? No. He says quote unquote far too often. It drove me nuts. Would you be willing to try another of one of his performances? No. Which character would you cut from the conversion code? Quote unquote. Any additional comments? His quote unquote saying really got on my nerves. I couldn't get past the 3rd chapter. What I learned was that you can't just rely on words and audio. The difference is they couldn't see me. That guy couldn't see me. If he would have seen me, my hair, you know what I mean, my career, you know, he would have been super nice. So we put out a new YouTube show this year called Curayted. And our goal was, let's create a video show that people love so much because it helps their business. So instead of it being just a documentary of what we do, there's actionable advice. And we put it out and it was a hit. Linda, episode 1, awesome. Damn, Facebook, I got to watch another marketing company. You should try these tactics. Lots of work went into this. Great job, guys. And then Maynard, that's what made me feel the best. Dude, I did what you said in the show, and I got 83 comments on one of the ideas. So that was like the whole point. So if you put out tactical advice that's helpful, people are not going to hate on you. But then I went over to YouTube, and this dude is like complete fluff, no tangible takeaways. Guys, you can't please everyone. You got to just keep putting stuff out there. So I'm like, okay, the video stuff gets a little less hate, but let me actually interview a huge megastar, and then no one will be mean to me. So I interviewed Gary Keller. I got to interview Gary Keller one-on-one in his private office in Austin. And if you go to the video on YouTube, it has 70, 80,000 views. hundreds of positive comments and a few negative ones too. So the first guy was like, there was a little bit of a trend, and this is a few years ago, and I was nervous. I mean, would you guys be nervous? Jeez, one-on-one in Gary Keller's office, got the guitars and stuff. So one of the common themes in the comments was that Gary is so awesome. You did a good job, Chris, but you might want to slow down and not finish Gary Keller's sentences for him.
He just does it in different ways.
Yep.
So it can make it more efficient.
Right.
It can, right?
Well, here's another thing, like with Facebook.
Well, that was the nice way to say it. The other guy said, "Who the F are you, Chris? I want to get to know Gary Keller. I couldn't watch it after 13 minutes. Shut up and listen."
Right.
Well, here's another thing, like with Facebook.
So the reason I put that one out there, guys, is a lot of times it's just an asshole. But sometimes there's some relevant feedback. I did interrupt them a little too much, not as much as they thought.
Well, here's another thing, like with Facebook.
But I was nervous, and I did go too fast, and I did cut them off a few times. So you can learn from your haters. They're sometimes the only people willing to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? So what I do when I start getting all that negative feedback is I go read a couple positive things. So thankfully, like I said, a lot of people did love the interview. This lady was super nice. She goes, "Chris, this was a great interview. Thank you for asking questions about his journey and him growing up through college. It was really interesting to hear about the process and the true secret to his early success in real estate." I'm like, yes, glad you liked it. And then she replied back, "If you would have just quit cutting him off so many times." So I finally figured out that the key to this is Facebook. Because on YouTube and on Amazon, they can hide behind their little fake profile, little Skater Boy 69. You know what I mean? Like, so I can't come at you if you're a fake profile. So I decided, all right, let's put some stuff out on Facebook. Because on Facebook, if someone's a jerk, it's their real identity. So I started putting out these really cool videos this year on Facebook, training, teaching, educating. I just put them out for free. You guys remember the conversion code, the science of sales? Your job is very simple, to get people more excited than the cost during the time and close them. I'm very proud of that concept because it's simple and it resonates with people. So I did a boiler room training at the office and I put it out there on Facebook. Do you guys think anybody was mean? This guy goes, "I can't tell if he's trolling me or if he's actually proud of his kindergarten ass graph." Like, I was not so mad. Like, sometimes they're actually, I got to give props to that dude. That was funny. I get it. He's right. So I'm like, dude, I'm not trolling, but in all fairness, it is like first grade level. And then you'll notice the comment from Austin, right? Dude, great way to take a joke. That's actually a pretty common trend when people come at you and they hate on you. If you just sort of like don't let it get to you, other people see that. Other people will jump to your defense. So this other guy, Jared, he's like, "Wow, this is horrible." I'm like, "Dude, thank you. There's like 100 more that are even worse on our YouTube channel." "Oh, thanks for the useless graph." Well, there's additional useless info on my YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I'm using those comments for a link opportunity. We deal with this every day. I'm not successful because of the haters. I'm successful despite of the haters. They don't bother me. Sometimes they bother me. So this guy, that was so stupid. If an idiot talks like that with me, do not fall for this clown's pitch. Just because he says lions and lambs, he's not a genius. Go sell your bathtub cologne somewhere else. This guy would get ripped up in the Shark Tank because they are not going to buy his bullshit. I'm like, dude, anyone who thinks a great product sells itself has never been a salesperson. There's so many people that hate on salespeople. They think that we're the scum of the earth. They think that if a product's great, it markets and sells itself. And so sometimes you just have to be human. Like, dude, if you've never relied on commission, like, it's pretty naive to make that comment. This one I just thought, like, come on, we're talking about the impact of the speed on conversion. Like, you guys all know, like, a lead comes in, you call them faster, it helps. It was like a 30-second tip, like, hey, 100x rule, 100x better chance within 5 minutes than within 30. And this was actually on like a big stage. It wasn't like the whiteboard, so thankfully no one was mean about this video, except this guy. Bullshit. It doesn't matter at all, snake oil salesman. So I said, listen, dude, snake oil's huge right now. There's even a version that makes you not an asshole. Oops. What can you do? You know what I mean? Like, there's one thing Gary Vee said one time I want to share with you guys. I never forgot it. Because you guys know there's a lot of negativity out there, whether it's people arguing over politics or policies or whatever it may be. And, you know, Gary doesn't get into that stuff a lot. I don't get into that stuff a lot either. And the thing that he said that really resonated, he said, there's so much darkness in the world that I've just chosen to be a light. That's it. Like, that's it. It's that easy. This one got a little heated. So Cody came in, and I did a video about tone, like your tone matters, like the way, like, he said, go die. There's more to life than money, you useless prick. I said, like tact? And then look at my man below, Chris, you're fucking awesome. Just reading that makes me like you more. But Cody got real upset by my little, like he said what he said, I said what I said, and then he lost it, you guys. So Cody comes back, you teach people how to manipulate shit into buying shit they don't need. You're no better than people selling crack to the crackheads on the streets. You act like sales is work. You're the laziest piece of shit on the planet. Do you ever notice how people in sales have to go to the gym because their bodies deteriorate sitting at a desk all day? Your methods to attack people in their weakest moment, there's tons of videos like this. Shit, people in the ghetto are teaching these principles to sell kids drugs. Guys, it was a 60-second clip. About your tone, like on the phone, like. So I'm like, man, this dude just went hard, right? Like, so I was telling you guys earlier, like, it is your real identity on Facebook. That's why I'm so surprised that people will leave comments like that publicly. So I hovered over his name. You guys ever do that? You know, we all do that. So I hovered over his name, and the little profile picture popped up, and it was him walking with his daughter and his wife at the beach. They looked so happy. And then it said, works at, you know, had his employer name in there, all public. So I said, dude, you just watched a 60-second clip. You're kind of jumping to massive conclusions, but it's obviously you've been burned or ripped off in the past. I'm not going to judge you the way you're judging me. I just hope you don't talk to the ladies in your profile picture or your bosses at Plyforms like that. He didn't comment back. There's not another comment. You know, you put yourself out there, people are going to call you out no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, no matter how excellent you try to be. Got a couple other funny ones to wrap it up here, but this guy goes, oh, if this dude assumes me, he's going to make up my mind for me. Well, that makes me a lion, and I'm going to beat him senseless. First of all, you ain't selling me shit. Second, being a douche doesn't make you a good salesman. So I'm just like, dude, you spelled douche wrong. Come on, if you're going to call me a douche, please spell it right. Let me just say this, because sometimes we go and hate on people's stuff. If you're going to hate on someone, you better check your grammar, check your spelling. Look at the guy at the bottom in all caps. All I can say is experienced focus is often misinterpreted by idiots as closed-mindedness. To these dumb bastards, all I can say is free your mind and your ass will follow. So I go, dude, you used all caps, the word bastards, and a semi-in vogue reference all in one run-on sentence. I'm like, you might win the internet today, dude. This other guy comes in, reductive form, it was just a quote or something, right? It was just like some simple quote. And the guy's reductive formative thinking catchphrases from a pseudo-intellectual. I'm like, exactly, but pseudo is way too kind. So the other guy comes in, Chase, he goes, you should attempt to properly punctuate your sentences. He was talking to Lolo, not me. The lack of hyphens and commas makes your argument as invalid as your Jar Jar Binks profile picture. So just the love that I do build up, it helps me in these moments, right? People will come back for you, and we see that time and time again. If you have people that really love you, they will support you. So the guy goes, who are you, an English major? You need a hobby. You're so funny. Get the Jar Jar meme. So I want to wrap up with a couple quotes about criticism, because there's a lot of really good, inspiring quotes from some really smart folks out there. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something sometime in your lifetime. Winston Churchill. This is a good one from Zig Ziglar. Don't be distracted by criticism. Remember, the only taste of success some people have is when they take a bite out of you. Zig, getting a little hard. Dale Carnegie. Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain, and most fools do. And the last one, to avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, and be nothing. And I refuse to be nothing. Everybody doesn't love Chris, you guys. But you guys love me, and that's all I need. Thank you guys so much.
Well, here's another thing. Like
with Facebook.